A great deal of pleasure to introduce you to our guest speaker today. Our guest speaker is June Sims. Her parents are Robert and Donna Sims, and she has a sister by the name of April. Now, you folks need to know that this is not the first stage that June has appeared on in the western part of Pickens County within the last 72 hours. On Saturday, May the 27th, at Little John Coliseum in Clemson, there she was, delivering the valedictorian address to her other graduating seniors at Pickens High School. June has attended Pickens Presbyterian Church for her entire life. She's been active in youth groups. At Pickens High School, she was an active member of the Army Junior ROTC, the soccer team, and the Pickens High Marching Band. This fall, June will be attending Clemson with a major in mechanical engineering, and will also be a member of the Clemson Tiger Band. June was the overall winner of the 2022 Fleet Reserve Branch 15 essay contest, and will be sharing that essay along with her thoughts on Memorial Day. Please welcome June Sims.
Good morning. I've been asked to share with you what Memorial Day means to me, and while this should not be a difficult task, it proved itself to be the exact opposite, because during my time in school, the topic of Memorial Day has only been introduced and never thought through thoroughly. Our teachers were usually excited to have a longer weekend, or school was already finished for the year, and until I was asked to speak at this ceremony today, I didn't know that Memorial Day was truly on May 30th. However, through some research and reflection, I have realized the true importance of this holiday. In 1970, when Memorial Day changed from being celebrated on May 30th to the more convenient last Monday of May, it began to shift from a day to remember those who have served our country and lost their lives to a holiday weekend filled with store discounts and pool parties. But it's really a somber holiday, which the true meaning of has almost been forgotten in the past 50 years by the younger generations of our nation. Discussing this day of remembrance with my parents, we talked about my great-uncle Donald, who lost his life in Vietnam. His passing changed his mother's life, my grandmother's life, and the lives of many who were close to him. Those who knew him by name before he was a soldier felt a bitterness and slight anger and great sadness over his death, which was felt each year that Memorial Day came around. And for the 3 years between his death and May and 1970, his death was remembered along with many others on May 30th. When the day of the holiday changed, those who loved him still remembered his death, but the amount of people reflecting and remembering the lives lost in battle on Memorial Day slowly decreased over the years as the sentiment around Memorial Day morphed into a celebration rather than what its true purpose was. Because of you in this town who choose to remember on this day, more people will remember the true meaning of Memorial Day. People will ask questions when they see that a Memorial Day ceremony was held today, on Tuesday, rather than yesterday, along with the rest of the nation. I would like to thank each one of you here today for continuing to emphasize the meaning of today for people like me, who were lost in understanding about the great importance of this day. Now, I would like to share my Fleet Reserve essay with you. What the United States flag stands for. The American flag has been a symbol of its citizens for almost 250 years. Our flag was established in 1777, and while it has gone through changes, its meaning has remained constant over time. Each color, stripe, and star has its purpose, just as the flag in its entirety has its own. The red, white, and blue, which we constantly see, is a symbol of our constant unity despite our differences. The American flag has been carried through battles, paraded down streets, flown high above our cities, and stands in front of our schools. Why? Because it unites us as citizens. This common symbol that can be seen every day and everywhere displays the common denominator of our people. The flag does not have a race or gender. The flag does not have riches. The flag does not hold opinions, but rather it shows unity despite diversity and differences. By our flag, we are one common nation that is similar even when it feels the exact opposite. Numerous American citizens do not care for their flag. In times of tension, some citizens even disrespect the flag. They do not look for the peace it holds or the connections that it makes. They only see our controversies, and in doing so, they tear the flag. However, just as a flag is mendable, so is our nation. American citizens across the country choose to raise, lower, and fold our flag day after day because there is value in the threads. We can come to agreements and compromises and continue to be united just as our flag shows us. The American flag, while a symbol of our nation, is truly the unity and commonality of all the people it flies over. Thank you.